Today, in the Rusted Knuckle Garage, we're going to do a dually conversion on a single rear wheel, 1979, you're gonna lie, C20. So what we're doing here, cutting this bedside out, real nice slack. Put some dually flares on here so it can go on the pickup and you can fit two wheels in there instead of just one. Essentially, we went and found another box and cut the template off of there. We spiked her on there and marked out all of our holes, and we're gonna make a lot prettier cut lines than that. Oh, Noah's Ark, that's bad. Let's start cutting. So we're gonna start cutting. Oh, what we're putting on? We're putting these guys on right here. We're gonna paint them brown. They're looking gorgeous. That's from the donor. So what we're doing is I'm what some of you might like to call a professional. Let's get on with it. There's no going back now, but we forgot something, and I'm glad you guys reminded me of it. Safety. Once again, if you don't have these, you're doing it wrong. So much brighter. I think you guys get the idea. I think we've reached the point to where we can no longer fix it. We just gotta cut all that stuff out of there and get a fender on, huh? I'll drill a few holes, but we'll worry about that later. Onward and upward. Told you I wasn't kidding about nicer cut line. Well, they're not that much nicer, but they're nicer than that. Focus. Focus. Nicer than being done with a torch. You know what? I don't care what you guys say. Mine's still better. Just in case you're wondering, we have definitely reached the part of no return. Let's cut the rest of that out. Boy, let me tell you, I've been doing this with a cutoff wheel or an air saw this entire time, and it just dawned on a guy. I have a perfectly old plasma cutter right here. You don't always gotta do everything the hard way. We're gonna do that now. This blade stuff is for the birds. We're gonna use what I like to call the fire scissors. Here we go. All right, so there's one spot the fire scissors couldn't get, so just open the door here. Come on now. Holy Moses. We got it. You know what? I think we can put that just right back on there with no issues. Probably not. Well, here we are, friends. We got one of the fenders on, or as I like to call them, the hips. And boy, let me tell you, Shakira would be proud because these hips don't lie. Now we're going to go on to the other side. We're going to do the same exact thing. We're probably not going to film it for time's sake. So here we go. Welcome back to the episode. Update on the C20. We're going to get these babies painted. We're going to make them kind of match the truck. And then we're going to paint the bed. And then we're going to put the bed back on the truck and do some stuff with the trim and make it look pretty. And now, ladies and gentles, it's paint time. So let's get these things root beer brown. At least it looks like root beer. Yeah. Sedona bronze, but root beer sounds better. So now we have step one, just like you've seen me do before on this channel. We're going to want to start with a solvent-based wax and grease remover, and then we'll move to the water-based de-static cleaner. So I like to start with solvent-based first. Some people say that's not okay, but I don't care. This is the way I was taught. This is what I do. So you want to spray it on, not wipe it on. You don't want to be rubbing them contaminants around. You just want to spray it on there, get that part done. And wipe it down with a lint-free rag. So you just shoot it on there. You know, be generous with it. You want to get those contaminants to just get sucked right on out of there. So get her good and wet. And then you wipe it. It's going to stay on. You wipe it till it's dry. Like dry. Like bone dry. Don't let it evaporate. Now I feel like this is just proper etiquette, but you want to practice safe cleaning. So you want to get yourself some of these hand condoms here. And make sure that you don't get any of your grubby little de-beater juices on the panels when you're painting, because paint and your hand juices don't like each other. So make sure you glove up. Next step. So over the years in doing this job, I found that spray away glass cleaner, the ammonia-free flavor, works the best for cleaning your panel to get rid of any static or any juices left behind from your hands from handling them, or any water-based contaminants. And it works great. So you spray some of that on, be generous with it, and you just wipe it down until it's completely dry, just like we did with the other stuff. So, I'm not going to show you that. And next, kids, we're going to take our tack cloth, or cheesecloth, or many different names people give these stupid things, and you just want to run it over there nice like, just to get any of the debris off that you may have missed. We're going to go ahead and get started, and this is going to be a long process, so if you have to go to the bathroom, I suggest you do that now, because I am. When you're working in the kind of conditions in which I'm working, and you don't have running water in your garage shop, you go outside and grab yourself some of that snowman making material, and you wet your floor down with that for dust control. You think I'm kidding? Just wait till the next clip. Mother Nature has blessed us with running water from the sky. Best part about doing it this way is as it melts, it keeps the floor wet and it don't dry out. Frosty, you done good. Well, I'm afraid your time has come to an end. So now that I have my painting pajamas on, my sealer is currently in the shaker, shaking its little booty there. We're going to seal these babies. That's the next step. Seal, base, clear. Break! So now next, we're going to go ahead and clear these little sexy situations. Or hips. Ba-boom. Here we are, folks. They're painted. They look beautiful. Summer's in the midst of the painting stuff. My camera decided to stop doing camera things and decided to start doing the battery things. So there's not a lot of the painting in there, so if you want to see some of the painting stuff, why don't you go look at the, building a shop sign thing. What's that? You haven't watched that one yet? Well, why don't you go back, watch it, you'll see the process. All that's left is we do the box. We mount these puppies on the box. We get the trim all restored. Take you for a walk around once the truck's all done. We're not going to film all of it for time's sake and interest's sake because some of this stuff can get kind of boring. On to the next step. the video, folks. We got the bed sides repainted. I skipped over all that stuff because this video is going to be long enough the way it is. We got the flares on. They're bolted. The hips are attached. I got to do some bracing down here yet, but you get the gist. There it is. The hips on it. So I'll take you for a trip around the world of the bed of the C20, and then all the trim nicely restored, repainted on the truck, whole truck, then it's going to leave. So here we go. They wanted to leave all the dents. They wanted the orange peel, so it's factory looking. They're a little dusty. Mind the dust. So we got those flares bolted on there. Looks pretty good if I do say so myself. We started kind of diving on into the trim here. We made it from this to that, just polished enough so it matches that. Yes. Gorgeous. Around the other side. Just sounded like Jeff Goldblum there. We repainted the yellow. The yellow will be done down the whole side of the truck. Blended out the browns for the fender to this brown. Make it look one uniform color. And there you have it. There's the hips. She's a wide one now. Look at that.